Hello, and thank you for watching our video presentation. We are the Threads 2018 Model Committee. My name is Emily Mogelski, and I was the director this year. And our committee members include Marissa, Meredith, Haley, Morgan, Nicole, and Hong. Our overall committee contributions included choosing hair and makeup options in salons, casting calls, pairing models and designers, model workshop fundraiser, judging day, communicating with other committees, fashion week events, choreography for the show, coaching models on how to walk in heels, run through rehearsal and show day, and communicating information to designers and models. This year, when we chose our hair and makeup options and salon, we decided to choose a different route. We decided to work with Waterworks Salon instead of MJ Murphy like we did the year before. We thought that this went really well, and all of the models and designers seemed to be really happy with their looks. Our casting calls also went really well, which we will talk about in depth a little bit later. The pairing models and designers process was a little bit difficult and tedious at times, but in the end, everything worked out. For next year, it's just really important to make sure that designers are communicating with you when they do choose a model. Our model workshop fundraiser went really well. We found ways to create revenue for us to make some money off of that. It was also really successful teaching models how to walk in heels. Judging day also went really well. We helped submissions pose the models for their photos for the program. Communicating with other committees went well for the most part, but at times there was some miscommunication, but we always worked it out. Our Fashion Week event went well. We did create awareness around campus and sell some tickets. The choreography for the show was kind of rocky at first, but we ended up picking something that looked really well. We got a lot of compliments on it, but it did take a few tries, some trial and error to figure out the overall choreography that we wanted. Coaching models on how to walk in heels was probably one of our biggest successes. At the casting calls, when we watched the models walk in heels, it wasn't the greatest at the start, but by the time it got to show day, you could really see that there was a lot of improvements with people walking in heels. The run-through rehearsal and show day went well. There wasn't any major problems. It was, again, just making sure that the choreography is right and how we wanted it. And then communicating information to models and designers was another huge part of our job. Creating a mass email with all designers and models in it was really helpful to relay information to everybody that needed it.
During our semester with FMD 357, the Fashion Show Production and Promotion class, we worked and collaborated with all the Threads committees. Throughout this spring semester, we collaborated with the submissions, graphic, logistics, PR, and venue committees. When working with submissions committee, we helped them with judging day, posing models for the photo shoot. Also, submissions helped us with understanding the final count of designers and which looks made it through the show. When working with the graphics committee, they helped us when creating flyers for our Fashion Week event and both the model call events, the modeling fee, and also the concluding flyer with all the Fashion Week events. The logistics committee continuously updated us and communicated with our team about our budget and all the spending we were doing for the show. The PR committee was constantly communicating with us to inform us about different sponsorships and making sure we were aware of what other teams had been doing. And lastly, we worked with the venue committee very closely about the layout of the Threads fashion show in order to create choreography for the models. Overall, all 6 committees worked closely together throughout the semester to achieve a successful fashion show.
For the 2018 Threads Fashion Show, each committee had their own part in making the show possible. Submission did a great job providing hospitality to all the models and designers with food and water. The only problem they had was a lot of leftover food, but that was not that big of an issue because it fed the committee members. Graphics did a beautiful job creating all of our flyers and tickets. Although there was some complication with using a picture of a model that passed away, for the future, maybe do some more research on the person in the photo before using it to avoid the problem. Logistics did an amazing job keeping track of the number of ticket sales we had and the amount of money we made for the show. They had a successful fundraiser with the Threads resale that raised over $1,000. They were on top of their game, responding to each committee that needed money for the event. The only problem for them was that people bought tickets online the day of the show and there were no seats available to them because our show was already sold out. So for the future, they should stop selling tickets on show day to avoid this problem. PR did a phenomenal job promoting our show. They were constantly posting on the Instagram story about our different fundraisers. They kept everyone updated on all of the deadlines. Also, they kept everyone excited for the show with the countdown and encouraged other people to buy the tickets. However, just like graphics, PR got backlash on social media for posting the flyer of the model. So for the future, double check with graphics before posting it. Venue did an excellent job putting together our whole venue from all the 6 tents to the lighting to the runway and mounted exhibition. It was a very unique and cool experience for everyone. It was definitely way different than last year's show or all the year before this. The only critique is maybe not use blue lighting for next year's show because the pictures from the show did not turn out great. Maybe try white lighting would be good. Overall, all the committee did an amazing job in making the show so great this year.
The Model Management Committee fundraiser was the model workshop in the Grand Atrium. During this event, we gave models critiques by putting them into 4 lines. Each line had a committee member that gave advice at the end, and there was a competition for the best model walk. Additionally, we raffled out items from sponsors and sold baked goods. The Fashion Week event promoted Threads and was located in the Down Under hallway. Insomnia cookies were given out in exchange for the picture taken and posted with a custom geofilter. Little Caesars coupons were also raffled out, and a photo booth was provided.
Casting Call 1 was located in ANSPA 162. For our model call, we had models line up for a table outside the classroom to fill out the registration forms and pay their $25 fee. From there, they moved to getting their measurements done by designers and committee members. They then moved into the classroom where they were called row by row, one by one, and walked on the stage where Emily took critique, and she then put her feedback in the Google document for the models to hear from a committee member after they finished walking. The main issue we had was the feedback in the Google document got mixed up, and then models were receiving comments that were not meant for them. For model call number 2, we fixed this by making sure all models had the correct number when registering. Casting call number 2 was also located in ANSPA 162. The second model call went exactly the same but ran smoother because we started the casting call halfway through the line instead of waiting for all the models to register. And we were also more organized as we knew what to expect this time around.
When we first started this class, none of us really knew how to put on a fashion show besides Emily. But as the class went on, we got more and more comfortable on how to run our committee, helping us really learn what putting on a fashion show entails. We believe that through communication, events, and struggles, it helped us grow as a whole. We communicated not only with other classmates, but with businesses as well. This overall helped our communication skills and connections in the area with Threads. During the class, we ran through many obstacles, such as angry models, angry designers, angry committee members, and losing information. This helped us not only compromise with other people, but also working under pressure and much more. Overall, we grew through all of our experiences within our committee and the class.